3 marking the long bomb. That's what this challenge is, and I'll be damned if I don't complete it. In the previous video, I made it to the first mark. So in this one, let's see how far we go. And we begin with an ace tanker on Hidden Village. We got a good matchup with this one. We're top tier and on a pretty small map. So my speed, which is a big problem for me, won't be that much of a hindrance. I'm going to go to the brawling area in the, what would you call that? It's the middle of the mini-map, but it's like the right side of the map from our spawn here. But I'm going to slowly climb up this hill, and while we do so, I guess I can explain for those who don't know why I'm 3 marking this fairly bad tank. It's not bad. I can't say it's bad. It's just difficult. But the reason we're 3 marking this tank is because our great friend xiverisx, who streams on Twitch, just like myself, challenged me to make, or to 3 mark this tank like he did. And he was joking, but I decided to take him up on it, and he has to 3 mark something himself. So his YouTube channel will be in the description, as usual in these videos. He has a Sturm Tiger video out where that is the tank that I challenged him to 3 mark. So yes, he's already done this, so I should be able to, right? I honestly don't know. This tank is causing me some stressful nights, but I'm gonna get it stuck in this battle here now. And you can see I run a premium repair kit, some food, and fuel. And I only load 5 heat rounds. And in the later parts of this video, if you pay attention to my loadout, you'll see that it changes. I think I ended up with like 10 heat rounds in the tank at the end of the video. And instead of a fuel, I have a premium med kit. And that's because every time I play this tank, honestly, it just feels like I have to keep changing up my stuff. One day I'm good with the fuel and I'm happy with it. The next, I kind of wish I had my med kit for my pain tolerance effect that it gives you. And to repair, well, not repair, but heal up my loader or something. But already we've gotten 3 frags and 1300 damage, and now this Churchill's just gonna walk into my side, or show me his side, and I actually pen him twice, which I was even surprised about. And there's the kill. And this is why I kind of want more heat. I'm already out of heat. I've used it all up. I could definitely pen the side of this needle for more damage. So I think after this game, I put it up to 7 rounds of heat. Like I said, later on, I put that up to 10. And that's because these low-tier German tanks are actually pretty easy to pen with heat. The ones that give me the problems are KV-1s and such. The Russians. But we're already up to 5 kills and 2169 damage. And we basically just got up here, played the corner, and we just farmed damage. And it's not over. We have a Matilda, who I can pen with heat, but I'm out of heat. So, and I don't even get a shot on him. But that's the thing with this tank is, I don't know how much heat I want to put in because the rate of fire is so good on it now. You can see I have it down to 5.4 seconds when food is active there. And that's because they buffed the BIA perk to make it work properly. So I shouldn't say it's a buff. But since the last time I played this tank, they buffed it, or fixed it, so that now my reload is 5.8 instead of 6. And that's a big deal when you're a big derp gun like this. Well, not big, but when you're a derp gun like this at low tier, having the quickest possible reload really allows you to just not care about HP on the enemy tanks, because you could just derp them to death. But sometimes that pen makes a big difference for actually doing big damage. And something else here, I've noticed while playing this tank in this session in particular, that people don't really know to aim for your weak point, or if they do, they don't really do it much. This guy's not aiming for it, and I'm using that to my advantage, but then he starts aiming for it. And now, I would have lived in this battle. I'm already kind of spoiling it, but I would have lived there if I had 450 hit points like he did. We're the same tank, right? We're both AT2s. However, I have 400 HP compared to the AT2's 450. And that's one of the things I would say they might be able to buff on this tank. This tank also just feels like one of those tanks that could be pref, but since it's not a premium tank, it doesn't have the ability to. Only tier 4s and below really have pref matchmaking, and some of them don't, like the Duck. But there's 2749 damage and 7 kills. That was close to being a Radley Walters, and in the end of this video, you'll see I get close to another one too, but that was an ace tanker, and we're at 71.26%. But I'm going to leave you guys with some highlights now of random bits of games that I had, and I'll catch back up with you at the end of the video. Alright, and I'm back for the last game of my session. This all happened in one day, and those were a lot of back against the wall kind of highlight clips. A lot of losses too, but we're going to start this one, Siegfried line, with a one-shot right off the rip. I decided to come into this middle position so that if there is stuff in the fields, I can fight them and ignore that shot into the pillar of the building. Some of you might say, oh, do you have aim assist on? That might have screwed you over, and it kind of did, but we're going to ignore that and move on to just start penning these guys. And you can see, I think I had 7 heat rounds at the beginning of this battle. And like I said at the beginning of the video, I bumped that up to 10 after this game because I could have used it. I could have used more heat rounds here. I didn't think I'd pen so many shots to in this tank as much as I have, and so I didn't put so much heat rounds into it, but learned my lesson this far into the grind to play with more heat rounds. But it's only been 2 minutes into this battle, and again, I have 3 kills, 1156 damage, and our team's going in. So I'm going to go in with them. I have armor, right? I'm going to look for some shots, but they're all like kind of hiding behind buildings. But we're going to pull up here and not go deep in. We're not going to go into their buildings, but we're going to try and get a shot across the valley here at these guys. I don't know why I called it a valley, the little park area. But I'm afraid to cross this road. I don't know what's here, but I'm not spotted until now. Here's heavy tank pens on German heavy tanks. Gotta love it, man. I need more German heavies in these low tier battles. They're so easy to pen, unlike a KV-1 or a captured KV-1. Or fighting Bogartiers in this thing is god awful. And there's another one shot. No big deal. Stuig just giving me his side. Why not? And this Panzer IV-H, that's not a Panzer IV-H cone. It's a Panzer III-4. And that's why I shot my heat round, is I thought it was a Panzer IV-H. This thing has a sloped hull, so I have to really hit that turret in between its little spaced armor bits, and I don't really want to try and get accurate shots on it there, so I just shot HE. And that was my last heat round. I was really hoping his drive wheel was out enough that I would pen it, but he drove back just as I shot, it seemed, and all I did was track him. So there went my last heat round, so I don't even have that to play with. But we're already at 5 kills and 2,000 damage. And at this point, it's just a matter of who's going to push first to get them on reload or to provide pressure, because our team's kind of not doing that anymore. And this I want to call it a 5-4 because you see a lot of those too, but this 3-4 knows where to shoot me, and he knows what he's doing. And here I thought I saw a DW2 backing up, but it's on the next road over, so that's why I was just staring at that corner. 3-4 looks to be looking somewhere else, especially since he is looking somewhere else there, yeah. And now he's gone, and now I just have to push. And if you remembered from the beginning of the game, or the beginning of this video, I had 7 kills in the first game. And I have 7 kills now. Way less damage in the first game, but 7 kills again. I'm really hoping. Oh, a Radley Walters would be nice. Right here. If I had a heat round, baby, that would have been a Radley Walters. But alas, it was robbed from me yet again. So, right after this game, I bumped up my heat rounds to 10. I might bump it up more in the future, but 1727 base XP, way less base XP than the first match. But as you'll see here in a moment, we started with an ace tanker, and we're going to end with an ace tanker. And our second marks of excellence, there it is. Third session in this tank, 2 marks. 1 more mark to go. Can I do it in the next one? I sure hope so, because I want to be done with this tank. If you haven't seen the previous videos, go check them out. Arguably, I think there were better games in the previous ones, but I had, surprisingly, more than just 2 aces this session. I think I had 3 or 4. But anyway, there it is. The second mark of excellence. I really hope I can get the last one fairly soon, because I would love to put this to bed and beat xiverisx at his own game, because I don't think he's 2 Merc the Storm Tiger yet. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one, whenever that may be. Take care.